Of course, if you are a millionaire, then I said nothing. But if you are like me, broke, hi guys. Here I am with 1 year of experience with the Canon R10. When I decided that I want to make videos, I dived into the mirrorless world. And at that moment, I couldn't afford expensive cameras like the R5 or R6. So the first thing I had to see that I was a beginner, and even if I could buy the R5 or R6, I knew that my videos won't be perfect, maybe not even good. So I bought the R10 and started making videos. I watched dozens of tutorials, tips and tricks, and after every video, when I learned something, I just went out and tried it out myself. This is the way where you will learn. I recommend this camera, the R10, people like me, it's like interested in video making, filmmaking, and if you also want to learn, because you can make videos with your phone, but with that you won't learn the basics of how to use a camera. Some pros and cons. Let me start with the pros first. This camera is really easy to use, really beginner friendly. The menu is simple, everything makes sense, and I think we can call it a budget camera also. However, it's an entry-level camera into the mirrorless world, and it's not the cheapest, but for the price you will get really good features and quality. Like the 24 megapixel sensor and 4K video. Yeah, and like I said, for the price it's more than okay for a hybrid shooter. Hybrid shooter. The 24 megapixel is good enough to make crispy and detailed photos. And on the video side, you have 4K video, and it's downsampled from 6K. To be more precise, the downsampled 6K is in 24 and 30 FPS. Above that, like 60 FPS, you will get the actual 4K image. You have slow motion options like the 60 FPS, and you can also shoot in 120 FPS, but it's only 1080p. And yeah, in 60 FPS you have to deal with 1.6 times crop on the camera. Just keep in mind. We have HDR PQ mode, and this mode gives you a little bit more dynamic range and 10-bit colors. If you don't know, 10-bit can produce a lot more colors than 8-bit. It's like in 8-bit we have 16 million colors, and in 10-bit it's over 1 billion, so yeah, a lot. So if you use 10-bit, you can color grade your footage even better, and you have a lot more space to work with. But about the HDR PQ mode, I'm planning to make another video how I use it and how I color grade it. On the R10 we have EVF, electronic viewfinder. On the R10 we have EVF, electronic viewfinder, and the EVF is really handy for photographers, and maybe it's a deal breaker for you if you like to take pictures through the viewfinder. The R10 has the Canon dual pixel autofocus system, and because of that it's a really reliable autofocus with different options like eye tracking and animals and vehicles. Let's talk about some cons. The R10 has RF mount, and RF lens can be really expensive, and if you have no money at the beginning and if you don't want to use the kit lens either, you have the option to use EF lenses, but you will need an EF to RF adapter. Actually, this is how I use mine. I have the Sigma 24-70 2.8 EF lens, and I use a Leica, adapter. So yeah, we have a really small battery in the R10, I mean, it's like 70 minutes in continuous 4K record, but you can always get some spare batteries and you are good to go. So I always have one fully charged and one in the camera, so I can switch. No IBIS. Yeah, the R10 has no in-body image stabilization. So if you use a lens with no image stabilization also, then you have to make sure that if you use handheld, you have to make sure that you are steady as hell to make smooth images. I mean, on the video side, because with photo you just crank up the shutter speed and freeze frame. And yeah, for video, the best way is to use a gimbal or a tripod. No log profile. In the R10 you have no options to use log profile, and because of that you have to use standard profile or landscape or whatever, and it's not the end of the world, but if you want to get the best quality as possible, you will need a flat image to work with. And there is a workaround or something like that, like I use the neutral profile and dial down some values like saturation and vibration. Low light performance. I don't have a lot of experience to use the R10 in low light, because usually I try to light up the scene as good as possible, but sometimes you have no chance to bring a light or something. And like I said, with the HDR PQ mode you will get a little bit more dynamic range, and right now I'm testing out the mode to see the capabilities of this mode and in less light environment, low light environment. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All in one, in this year with this camera I was able to learn a lot really about the process of making a video, making a film, a commercial or anything. I was also able to start my YouTube channel. Since then I gained 130 subscribers or supporters. I like to call them you supporters, because it is for me. I made some cool videos, commercials, short films, but don't get me wrong, even if you buy the R10 with the kit lens, of course you can make nice videos with quality, but if you want to learn and grow, you will need a little bit more, and it can cost a lot. Of course, if you are a millionaire, then I said nothing, but if you are like me, broke, and I had to work for everything I wanted to buy, and that's okay. And at some point you will need some more stuff like lights, microphone, filters, PC to edit with, SD cards, batteries, and a lot more. But don't let that scare you. If you are interested in making videos, just start with what you have and learn and practice. If you have made it this far and you like this video, give me a like. And if you would like to see more content from me about filmmaking and video making stuff, then subscribe. If you have any questions, just drop a comment, and like always, see you in the next one. Bye.